Welcome to the tabletop installment of the cross-platform Orbit experience. Engage in conflict until either destroying all enemy capitals or annihilating all opposition from the field, depending on the game mode. Take turns following engagement, procurement, and deployment, utilizing planets, starships, fleet, installations, add-ons, and commands in order to achieve this. Expand your galactic empire by commanding starships to capture enemy planets. Fleet determines how many dice are rolled during combat, one for each fleet carried. Fleet amount is signified by the amount of notches and the color of a fleet tab. White is 1, silver is 2, and black is 3. Combat is initiated when a starship contacts another starship or planet in any way. Dice are rolled to determine the winner of the engagement. The higher roll wins, defeating the opposition. When a starship is destroyed, it is returned to the owner's hand, its fleet is discarded, and add-ons are returned to the owner's hand to be repurchased. When a planet is destroyed, its fleet is discarded, and the ownership tab is returned to the owning player's hand. Any installation or add-on is returned to the owner's hand and must be repurchased. An ownership tab from the winning player's hand is placed onto the planet to capture it. Neutral starships are captured and returned to your sideline when destroyed to be deployed later, regardless of who owned them previously. In a tie, both sides lose, with 2 exceptions. A fleetless starship captures a fleetless planet instantly. Neutral starships are left on the field with no fleet when losing a tie. Players move their starships by using movement tabs, the amount of which is determined by the amount of fleet on a starship. Starship speed is inversely related to the amount of fleet on board. Fleetless starships can move 4 spaces. Single, white fleet starships move 3. Double, silver, move 2. And triple, black, move 1. Essentially, the heavier a starship is, the slower it moves. After setting up the field, roll 1 die to determine who goes first. If you win, start your first turn by entering into the engagement phase. First, move your starships by using the movement tabs. This frigate carrying 1 fleet can move 3 spaces. When colliding with this planet, roll 1 die and have an opponent roll 1 die for the neutral planet. If the attack is successful, the planet is captured. Its fleet is discarded. The ownership tab is switched to the winning players, and the command tab it carries is given to the winning player. When all planets in a system are captured, the fleet bonus on the star goes to the occupier. After all starships have moved, procurement begins. 1 die is rolled. If the amount of planets you occupy is greater than or equal to the result, receive a 2 fleet bonus. When you have 6 or more planets, you will always receive this bonus. For each capital you occupy, receive 3 fleet. Installations, add-ons, and commands are now purchased. Finally, during deployment, place more starships onto the field. 1 starship per planet per turn can be placed with up to 3 fleet max. Planets and starships can only have a max of 3 fleet on them. Add-ons and fleet can only be transferred to starships when they are adjacent to planets that you occupy. Lastly, fleet, add-ons, and installations can be freely transferred between planets during deployment. Fleet can also be returned to your hand to pay for purchases. Continue taking turns following engagement, procurement, and deployment until the victory condition is met. Watch the following videos to learn about setting up the game, playing online, installations, add-ons, commands, and the synergies between them. Good luck with your engagements within Orbit, and I hope to one day be across the table from you in Orbit Tabletop.